season. New show, new folks, new reasons. New level, so you know we going up. South with the old, so you know we cleaning. We gleaning, brand new story. Got a podcast, come talk with Tori. Got you fiending, new stories. New podcast, come and talk with Tori.
Hey y'all, season 3. Check it out, y'all. You don't want to miss it. I have some exciting things for you. Hey y'all. Podcasting has become so popular in the last few years, and it's not even that hard, y'all. Go to anchor.com, set up your free account on there, and you can start your very own podcast too, just like I did. You can either record directly on the website, or you can record your own audio and video and upload it directly on anchor.com. There's even some editing tools that you can use. I like those as well. And the best part, the part that I like the best, is that you can see how many people are listening and watching your podcast worldwide. So go check it out. Let's get it rolling. Hey y'all. Welcome back to Tori Talks. I've been missing action a couple of weeks and I apologize. I'm so sorry. Work has been crazy. I'm working hard, y'all. I'm working hard. And I'm working hard to record some content for y'all this weekend, this Friday night. So, although you won't get this until Wednesday-ish, but yeah. And as you can see, I'm sporting my pals. They won the other night, so I'm so happy the drought is over. But this week, I want to talk about. No, I'm sorry. This week, I want to talk about like leaving a job or getting fired from a job. Whether that's your choice, the employer's choice. If you're going to do something on your own, like opening your own business, but mainly just focusing on the actual termination of employment, whether that's by you or your employer. So, how many of y'all been fired from a job without any notice? Exactly. I don't mean like when the company shuts down or closes, or if the company is reducing size. None of that. I'm talking about when they fire you and they either replace you immediately or soon after firing you. How many of y'all? I know. Quite a few of us, right? So why don't employers give the employee some type of notice, but yet the employee is expected to give notice, a 2 week notice at that? 2 weeks, that's a long time. Now, if a job comes your way and they want you to start in 2 days, what you gonna do? You're gonna say, oh, I can't wait, I can't start until 2 weeks because I have to give my current employer a 2 week notice? You're gonna let the opportunity pass you by? I mean, maybe back in the day that was the thing to do, and maybe it's common courtesy or some some form of decency. But really, this day and age, I don't have time. I don't. And things happen at a drop of a dime. Economy is crazy. Prices skyrocketing on everything, including the price of eggs. So, that opportunity comes, you got to jump on it, unfortunately. But I know that, like, for me personally, I would give my employer um, some type of notice if another opportunity arises. I would tell my employer, hey, I've been applying for other jobs, interviewing for other jobs. One of the jobs called me back. I think I want to take it. And really, what I would probably do is, ask them if the other job is paying more, then I would ask my current employer, maybe if they could give me a little bit more and have me stay. But if it's just a job that I want to get out of, then, of course, I wouldn't ask for them to give me more money on my salary or my pay. Um, so, yeah, if the opportunity is too good to pass up, sorry, I got to jump on it. I'm laughing, but I'm serious. Um, so, like I said, it's common decency. And you may be saying, but Tori, it can't be all that common if they don't even think, they don't even think of you like that. They just drop you at, at a drop of a hat. So, but at the end of the day, y'all, I don't do this for anyone but God. I don't live my life for anyone but God. And I know right from wrong. And I know that I don't want to be treated a certain way. So I'm going to treat people the way I want to be treated. Um, and so if that includes me giving notice to an employer, then I'm going to do that. And it's just, maybe it was the way I was raised with my parents, or maybe it's the Christian side of me, or maybe it's a little bit of both. But I do know I want to be welcomed into those pearly gates of heaven by God. And so, I'm going to give some type of notice if that was to occur to me, if that was to happen to me. But I think I thought of this topic. Well, I don't think I know. I thought of this topic because one of my friends was going through some stuff with their employer, where the employer didn't want to give overtime for one reason or another. I don't know if it was in a contract for them not to give overtime, or if it was they didn't have the money to pay. I don't know, but they didn't want the employees to get overtime. And on top of that, they were altering the employees' time cards. And so the employees were working more hours and not getting paid for it. Um, and so my friend went looking for other jobs. I probably would too. I probably would go look for other employment. And my friend did find some other employment, um, and rather quickly too. So, that's a good thing. That's good to know that places, not only need employees, they're not only advertising that they need employees, but they're actually hiring new employees. So that's good to know. But but I asked my friend if they gave their their employer who they were working with some type of notice, and they was like, no. They wouldn't do that for me. If they wanted to let me go, if they wanted to fire me, if they wanted to release me, they wouldn't tell me, hey, in 2 weeks we're gonna fire you. They would just do it. I said, you know what, you're right, they would. And so that just got me to thinking about this topic. um, and like I said, at the end of the day, me myself, I would, you know, I would give some type of notice, whether that's 3 days, a weekend, 1 week, 2 weeks, or even a month. It just all depends on what the new employer, has out for me, and when they want me to start working. So, but also, I think I want to talk about this for the people who are starting businesses as well, starting their dreams. A lot of people since the COVID era, they began their own businesses, and some were still working and trying to take care of their own business which it became somewhat of a struggle, or a little more difficult to do while working a full-time job. And some of those individuals had kids, so and so finally, they would just tell their employer, hey, I'm sorry, but today's my last day. I probably would have given a little notice. Um, but then also sometimes when you gotta go, you gotta go. And when God is telling us to go, then we have to go. Um, and I got a little off topic, or I went too far ahead of myself, rather. Um, and but I asked the question: why don't employers give like a 2 week notice or something like that? In reality, though, sometimes the employers do. They'll discipline the employee, whether that's a written discipline or verbal discipline. They do discipline the employees. But the problem with that is a lot of jobs these days, they're at will employment, which basically means, your employer can let you go at any given moment. But it also means you, as the employee, can leave at any given moment. It's at will employment. Um, but yeah, so this was just a topic that I wanted to talk about a little bit and really get some of you all's opinions on it and see what you all have to say about it. Um, yeah. Let's see. Yeah, so that's it, guys. Very short episode this week. But don't worry, I'm coming back real soon. Don't worry. I'm not going to take another break right now. Bye.